What's up?
That's what's up, nigga.
Let the motion of your body be the key, cause we be the motherfucking G-Funk family. Now, I'll play the G in this deadly game. Snoop Dogg is the name, dog pounds the game. If it ain't one thing, it's the motherfucking other. Word to my granny and my daddy and my mother. Whether standing on the corner or bouncing in the six deuce. When I was locked up, I couldn't wait to get loose. Cause back in the days, on the side where it's at, a nigga had to have a fat stack, and I was a fool. Don't make me have to grab my strap and go rat-tat-tat-tat, nigga. Splat to a motherfucker face he fall. Can't none of y'all niggas see the doggy dog. Cause I'm one rude boy coming with the wickedness. So shut the fuck up and listen while I'm kicking it. Black blam to them ball. Listen to them shots from my nigga doggy dog. Black blam to them ball. Listen to them shots from my nigga doggy dog. Now you can look to the sun and spot the moon and see Snoop Doggy Dogg step into the room with the G-Funk, E-Funk, She-Funk, We-Funk. Follow me, listen to the words that I nigga. I come down with the wickedness. One rude boy coming with the dopeness. Close your eyes, cause you can't see me. I quit school cause of recess, you fucking BG. I'm shaking up the party like Lordy Lordy. Is he the dopest? You better ask somebody. When? Then send some gin and a pack of zigzag. Now let the games begin. In 1993, I'm fucking up every nigga known in the industry. Check this out, it's the dog pound thing. You know who I am, you know my motherfucking name. Who am I?
The S-N-double-O-P.
Nickname, last name, the behavior and the flavor that I found make me wanna hit that ass up with the dog pound. Black blam to them ball. Listen to them shots from a nigga doggy dog. Black blam to them ball. Listen to them shots from a nigga doggy dog. Dee-da, dee-dee-dee-da, dee-da, dee-dee-dee-da, dee-dee-dee-da, dee-da, dee-da, dee-dee-dee-da, dee-da.
Now just back up, don't act up. I back up my heat. Any battle I'm in, I win. I can't be beat. Don't sleep while I creep out my technique. I forgot I'm out of sight, so you can't see the MC of the year. You hear and you fear. I got something for them niggas in the front and the rear. I handle the side, did a drop bar and the hoop ride. I'm satisfied that everything is really alright. You know when I come, nigga, I come wicked. Don't need no permission, motherfucker. I'ma kick it. Niggas sweat my shit, I wear them up with the biscuit. Lick them up, shot, it don't stop till them all drop. Make up your mind, go pop a sling rock. Just stop. Rotting on the next nigga chop. I'm strapped with my Glock on your block and ready to let loose on the first imitator that I spot. Blam, blam, blam to them four. Listen to the sounds of my nigga doggy dog. Blam, blam, blam to them four. Listen to the sounds of my nigga doggy dog. Black, blam, blam to them four. Listen to the sounds of my nigga doggy dog. Black, blam, blam to them four. Listen to the sounds of my nigga doggy dog.
What up? Hopefully, oh, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Oh, shit. Damn. Lot going on, y'all. A lot going on. Give me 1 second. Let me get this mic together. All right, let's see here. Hold up. 1 second. There we go. All right, y'all should hear me good now. Okay, so let me say what's up to everybody real quick. I'm not going to do a long roll call. I promise I'm going to get right through it. The link is pinned for Pizarro only at this time. We'll let you know, and you can hit the link. She pretty much is a co-host, so just as much panel power as I have. That's pretty much how I do the co-host. So what's up, Tori? What's up, Vibrant? Ms. May, what it do? Or Ms. Me, my bad. Chocolate Thunder, Storylines, Cosmic Girl, Stormy, Hey You. I said Cosmic Girl with all the flames in the air because of the old school song. Stacy, I said Cosmic Girl. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go, Cosmic Girl. We got a lot, there's a lot going on. I've never seen so many damn receipts and crazy shit in my entire life. And just all the disparaging things that were said, and somebody going live with the cam on, and there's a lot. So we'll break it down as good as we can. It's not going to be a review, but I definitely have some visual aids so that we don't sit here and get bored. We understand what the hell is going on. What up, Shady Tails? What it do? I'm gonna mess up your name, Mrs. Vu Kari. Stacy, you're always in this bitch. You're always out there saying what's up to me in the YouTube streets. Okay, all right, cool, Pizarro. I know you're here, but not ready yet. Yeah, just click the link when you're ready. The link is pinned. So I'm gonna get into what's going on or whatever, and you can join. It's all good. I can hold it down. Let's see here. Who do we got? All right, cool. I think I'm where I need to be. Oh, I did get it. Okay, cool. I'm glad. All right, y'all. So we obviously know what happened on my show yesterday, so we're not going to rehash it. Yes, we're going to go back to a couple different things, but I did hear out in the streets all kinds of stuff that I definitely want to debunk. There's definitely something about the week, something about our balls were in Diva's hands, and just this and that and this. And the first thing that should show you that some people do whatever the hell they want to do, based on this show. If you can't see it by now, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a man of my word, and obviously you see who's here, who's not going to be here, all that other good stuff, right? So basically, let me show you. Do you understand, y'all? Do you understand how bold this is? Do you understand how? Hold on, where am I? Do you understand how bold that is? Huh? At all whatsoever? Okay, so let's start off the show like that. It's very fucking bold, isn't it? All right, cool. So some people could do what they want. You just kind of have to leave Diva alone and let her have, a little fun, and don't call her a liar or anything like that. So let's go over a couple things I heard in the streets. And chat, could you please fact check me? Because I'm going to do the best that I can. Thank you, Moxie. Appreciate the 16 likes. Let's go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to dispel a couple things. And as I said, I'm going to pay attention. I'm even going to turn my computer screen so I pay attention to the chat a little bit better today. So number one that I heard was the cash apps, right? And what we're going to do is we're definitely going to look at the wall, and we're going to follow we're going to follow it in chronological order. If anybody's wondering where this began and how it started, there was a conversation, I believe, at Lemons. There was a conversation about an article being out there. Ghetto jumped in and said that he was going to go ahead and pay 50%, which was $50. He was going to pay the $25, and then Malik was going to pay the other $25. Malik fell through. My bad, Malik. Malik came through and paid his $25, and then Ghetto went on, I don't know whose panel, YTC's, I believe, and said that he paid the other $25 and everything was straight. So when I don't know what you're talking about, Pizarro, you're talking about who's here, who's not here, whatever. It's you. You're here. That's bold. I mean, right? It's bold. I guess Resto's next and this and that, and yeah, I'm me. But I keep my word. I keep my word. Pizarro, in different chats and whatnot, I've said certain things to you. I don't do things on mistake. I don't wake up and just say, hey, let me put my head on the chopping block or whatever today and, just deal with it. So that you're the co-host. So anyway, all right. So we covered that, but Ghetto admitted that he just said, oh, well, I never sent the $25. So Diva looked at that as like a, breach of agreement. I'm not going to say contract because there's nothing like that. It was a breach of agreement that the money wasn't received. So she had the article up there. So that's how we got here, right? So when we got here, we had, I guess, a quote unquote council meeting, which I did explain whether the council exists or whether it doesn't exist, but let's just move right on past that, right? So let's pull up this wall real quick and let's dissect this, because literally I've never seen um, this much information. So the reason why I want to break this down is because a couple things happen, unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, at this time, the article has been reposted, and I'm gonna tell you the I don't know exactly why, because I'm not Diva, but I will definitely tell you why I think all of this went down. Right, so Diva felt like Binary's live was pretty scripted. Okay, and you said Uppity, you talk about envy. What's Uppity talking about? Uppity, you mad at me because like, what's up, RNY? Uppity, you mad? Let's see, Pete. I hope you get a cash out because he didn't hit your link yesterday. Uppity. Uppity's been mad at me for like 3 days because, like, when I had her up here, I said that we were doing something else and she wasn't on topic, and then she had to drop, and she's been complaining about it ever since. But anyway, moving forward. All right. So on the community wall, basically, this stemmed from Binary's live. Binary was on his live, and it is alleged, it is assumed that he was reading a teleprompter type situation, using a lot of buzzwords about, legalities. He sounded like a paralegal today. You know what I'm saying? And what Diva took that as is a dog whistle, basically asking his supporters to, have his back through, these situations, right? Now, everybody has to always has to say, is Binary trolling? What is he like? Whatever. I think he tried to show you his true emotions, right? And then you guys have to figure out whether he crashed out or not, having a live from the past when he was cammed up. What's up, Tori? What's up, Arts and Crafts? So basically, what's up, Jessica B? Yeah, so basically, y'all need to decide whether he sort of kind of crashed out having a live cammed up. People are like, is this old? Is this old? Whatever. I think it was old. I wasn't there the whole time. I looked at it and went off. But anyway, so that's where these community wall posts came from. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows about the community wall posts. So I'll literally just go through the high points, like boom, 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 boom. We're not going to do a freaking I read to you lesson. We're not in third grade. So let me go ahead and explain. So basically, at the beginning here, we do have the explanation of what extortion is, right? Okay, got it. We've all read it, we understand. And basically, the way that I can break down extortion, especially on the internet, is you can log off. Nobody makes you have to sit on a link. Nobody makes you have to agree to anything. Nobody makes you have to do a damn thing. You can literally, there's an X here that says leave studio, and I guess you're safe at that point, right? All right, so we went over that, right? And then Diva did express herself very, very vividly, saying like, she displayed everything publicly. And then she said, how Binary is delivering his content on recent events seems like he's doing the dog whistle audience to contact the authorities on me. Okay, again, if a crime was committed, call the authorities. And then, he said that she would never allow a person to, put out anything that says that she's doing illegal activities and whatnot. So what happened after that? Let's skip real quick so that we don't have to go back to this community wall. Let's skip real quick, right? To the demands are recorded. Absolutely. Okay. So I'm not going to go up to the article, obviously, because that's an article that we don't want to read over and over. And that's the article that we did not want up on the internet, but obviously here it's public. Let me make sure I can get to her. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I can get to her, the demands. Okay. Wait, my bad. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Oh shit. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get to the demands real quick. Damn. Yep, it's a nothing burger. Okay. Anyway, hold on 1 second, y'all. My bad. Usually I got this shit together. All right, hold on. The demands. Where the hell are the demands, y'all? Shit. Anyway, 1 second, y'all. Sorry. Anyway, we'll look at that in a minute. Okay, we're moving on past that. I'll figure it out as we go. When my co-host gets up here. What's up, Malik? How you doing? Sweet one, what's going on? Hey, okay, so here's what happened, right? So basically, on her community wall, she did say that $1. Okay, so the main thing was $1 was refunded back to him from Jay Wilson, and we know that the demands based on the Cash App sends were Jay Wilson, Tracy, and a host of other people, right? So the thing is when he sent the dollar, which is on Diva's community wall. Damn, I got to pull it up again so I can prove it. All right, so it is on her community wall that he sent $1, and then via that dollar, he said for Jay Wilson refunded. So basically, he was proving to Diva that Jay Wilson was refunded. For Jay Wilson refunded, excellent content, Diva. Okay. So excellent contact or excellent oh shit, I can't even speak. Excellent contact Diva could mean one of a bunch of different things, right? Yeah, Simone, it's definitely getting juicy, and I'm gonna try to bring it together as much as I possibly can. Okay, so if he sent Jay Wilson $1 and then screenshotted it and sent it to Diva to prove that he sent the dollar, apparently he sent Jay Wilson $50 today and said something along the lines. He read it off at Breeze, but he said something along the lines of, appreciate your support. Sorry for your inconvenience. Whatever he said, it had something on, something to do with like being positive or whatever, just kind of saying what's up. So I have no idea why that was done. Right. Okay. So, what's up, One Leg? What's up, just chilling? So basically, a lot of you all were in Binary's live, so we're not gonna beat that to death. But the one thing that I didn't understand is at the end. Now, Binary, I 100% know for sure that he leaves cliffhangers, right? So at the end of shows, he'll be like, hey, I gotta go, and there's a lot more to tell. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, cool. Usually that's his transition to a cliffhanger. Nothing wrong with that. Wonderful. But today, he literally, I saw him out of troll mode 100%. Because at the end, I believe a troll came into the chat and said something along the lines of, what did the person say? Something about that he was anxious, something about that he was, upset about the situation, or, something along the lines that was disrespectful, like, you put yourself in this situation with your family. Whatever it was, it bothered him enough to say, you know what, y'all? He tried to hold it together. And if the situation was that he didn't do that, that was the best acting I've seen in a long time, because he was trying to pull himself together and he said, okay, boom, I'm gonna end the live. So he abruptly ended the live. Now, I don't know exactly, as content creators, you can get a message that you don't like. You can get something in the back. You actually know in the back chat. Somebody might have put something in the back chat earlier. I don't know. And it doesn't really matter to me other than the fact that he ended his live. So basically, okay, so we're that far along. So now we're going to jump to my live, right? Because my live is obviously the common denominator in all this crazy shit. What's up, Six Dub? How you doing? Miss Bay, what'd you say, One Leg? He was being a man of his word and still played him, and that's some bullshit to play with people's livelihood and put the family at risk. And I'm glad that you said that. What's up, Brianna? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, Brianna. Great live you had earlier today. Thank you for that information. So One Leg, we're definitely going to cover that, because here's the thing. Everybody says it's weak, and a bunch of men were sitting up here, playing into Diva's hands and this and that.
And one thing that I'm going to show is the one thing that was skipped over completely is that she got denied the first time. Okay. She got denied the first time for the whole situation. Okay. And then when she chose to leave my channel, she put something on the community wall. I don't know exactly what it was. I believe it was something along the lines of Envy and Malik declined my offer to negotiate or whatever it was. It was something along those lines, which we're going to pull up here in a second. And then she came back, and then the demands started. And people think we sat there and watched the demands, and we're going to watch Resto come up for sure. But people think that we sat back and listened to the demands without ever thinking that maybe we were doing it on behalf of Code. You know what I'm saying? I can only do so much in a situation where somebody has to save themselves. You know, I don't understand why. And I mean, we're going to look at it, and I want y'all to be objective about the situation because I do not like to be called weak at all whatsoever. What'd you say? Code was trying to save face and pretend he was humiliated, or that he wasn't humiliated. Yeah, what's up, Tracy? Thank you for being here. As I said, thank you for your panel visit and your what you call it and your contribution yesterday. What'd you say? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, you guys are arguing with each other. That's great. Ask Ghetto about Diva. She wrecked that man's life for 2 years. He's just getting back on his feet. Yeah, I get it. I mean, that's what they said, that Ghetto went through basically the same thing. So let's go ahead. Let's jump right into the receipts, the facts, everything that I need you to look at. So as I said, binary, I have no idea. I can't answer for you, but that's something that I would love to be like on the wall or something along those lines, because I would really like to confirm. I'd really like to confirm that you know, why you sent Jay Wilson $50. We'll say allegedly right now, because I'm not 100% sure. So basically, let's go ahead and absolutely, I'm not going to do like a long review about my own damn live. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say, Molly? No disrespect at all, but you can't force us to react differently to what we saw yesterday. No, Molly, I can't force you to be different. What's up, Pam? I can't force you to react differently, but I can give you the information that I know based on what other people have said that is untrue, right? And then you can make an objective conclusion. So anyway, the first thing that we're going to see right here is we're going to see the Ghetto and Binary. Okay, so Ghetto and Binary right here are going to go ahead and solve the first thing that I brought up. Obviously, the first thing I brought up is the actual money that Ghetto said that he paid to go ahead and have Diva take it down. Let's look at this real quick. It's only about a minute. All right, let's go.
It's not how me and Malik are street dudes. If I tell him I'm going half
you would
for
pay him directly.
that means he goes and pays for the whole pack, and then he brings the pack back, and I break him.
You want him to front you? He wanted him to front it.
That's what I go half with you means, unless we speak different language.
Hold on. See, that's not how
that is how it go, though. That's exactly how it goes.
But hold on, Ken. I need you to listen. That's not what I said. This in real time, when she hit Lolo's link, I don't even have Cash App. So what I did was I sent $20 in the super chat. She said, okay, Malik, that shit's cool. That's not me. I said, Diva, send me your Cash App. I got the money from Brooke. I just sent the $20. If I would have known she needed more, I would have sent her more. So what I'm saying is I didn't know. She then in her live said, your boy left you hanging. I said, Diva, you don't know me, no explanation. She says, oh no, nigga, I do. Because he left you hanging, Malik. I need you to know that. Again today, when I heard that Cole was going to pay, I again sent her $20. Diva said, in so many words, nope, sent it right back. So everything, I'm telling you, everything, Ken, that's going on here. I'm keeping it all the way live.
Okay, so that's enough of that. Okay, cool. Appreciate that, Jessica. See, the thing is about quote unquote me being, quote unquote weak. We we will definitely see actually in the next clip that Envy was not weak. So let's go ahead. Let's jump right into when Diva says that we decline the offer. And I really want you to pay attention to the offer being declined and how it was declined. What do you got, Noble? You don't give into the demands and contact the authorities. Okay, Noble. All right, so we're gonna skip ahead right here and we're gonna look at, let's see here. We're gonna skip ahead and we're gonna go to Diva leaves. Okay, now I really want you. Okay, now this starts my argument away from the whole week situation, right? So this is her first, this is her first introduction to an actual offer that she's gonna give, and as of right now, we have no idea because Binary's not even involved in it really at this point. She's still trying to chop it up with the two gentlemen that were supposed to send the $25, which Malik did and Ghetto did not. So let's look at this real quick and as I said, this is one of the things that people skipped over completely when I basically denied. I did a chess move to try to see what she would do to react, and let's see this. Let's go. But Malik, go ahead, bro. I'm walking away for 2 minutes. There's a lot of pressure on you here, it seems. All right, go.
So we can have the vote. I don't want Code to vote from the chat. So with all respect, hit the link. Let's have the vote. And then we can move on. Because again,
he don't get a.
Wait, let's stop right there. You said one leg. You said little did she know everything Binary was saying when he was being forced to be extorted. It was all done on social media, and the authorities will take that serious. This isn't extortion. But I'll let you hold on to that for a second, okay? And I'll address that even further, right? I don't think you're being weak yesterday. I think you were just doing the best you could as a CC in the moment. This whole situation is very weird. Yes, it is very, very weird. But let's go ahead and listen to this. I won't highlight another comment until we hear when Diva basically had to leave the first time. And again, based on what I say, I was just trying to see what her reaction was going to be, because this, I believe, when she was demanding that Malik step up to the presidency and Binary step down to the VP position. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna say it's his shit that he came up with, and this is a part of the agreement. This ain't $1,000 or $10,000. This is his career. Not only that, across the country, he found out how big my pip hand is. This is small to him. He could care less. No, ain't no vote. If you're not president, then no deal. What's up? And you can't be voted out unless you do something that is harmful to minors, unless you do not display integrity, and if you get caught in a lie, then you could be voted out. What's up?
I'll take the president.
Okay, congratulations. Number 2, Envy. Let's go.
We should vote to make it official, though, Envy. So I've got to put the motion back on the floor. We should handle official business. We got to put the motion back on the floor. The motion's got to be seconded.
What's up, Lady Nika? Appreciate you being here. Let me ask you. Okay, I got a question. I watched for you live earlier. As a Greek individual, right? Have you ever put a motion on the floor with an outsider in your presence?
But I didn't.
No. Just answer the damn question,
Mr. Chairman.
Yes or no?
Mr. Chairman, you're on control. Let me go on mute.
Okay, so I vote to change the council to the gentleman. All right, so let's go back to the fact that at the beginning of time, and what'd you say, film? Hey, Envy, one thing our people do is watch too much TV, be publicly ostracized. To her request, that is not extortion. The burden of proof is the plaintiff's. Yeah, absolutely, 100% of that is correct. And Lady Nika, I did appreciate your commentary, but hopefully this does dispel a couple of the our balls were in somebody's hand or were in Diva's hands, and so on and so forth. You said a screen recorder the whole live for my safety. Okay, well, it really doesn't matter because it's on the internet. And you know what? Extortion and all those little bullshit ass crimes. When I was doxxed, you would know that I don't give a shit about extortion. But listen very, very carefully, okay? All right, let's hold on one second. Now, is this week? Let's go back 5 seconds. So I vote to change the council to the gentleman.
You need a motion. You have to
Sir?
entertain a motion and get a second. I'm just telling you how Robert's rule works. Robert's rule is what organization.
Okay. All right. So I put a motion on the floor to change the council to the gentleman.
For whatever purposes, I second it.
All right, perfect. So I vote that Binary remains the president of the new.
Whoa.
All right. Well, you guys have a great evening.
All right. Wait. Hold on. What's Envy doing right now? What's Ghetto doing right now? Ghetto is out of his body almost over a situation where I tried to turn the table. I put it back in the person demanding the situation's hands. Because basically I was saying, you know what? I caught you in saying the council. These are the demands of the council. Oh, okay, cool. No problem. We'll call it gentlemen. I could have called it Peter Pan. I could have called it freaking anything. God damn it. You know, the Happy Club, the whatever. But I wanted to see what Diva was saying. And I also wanted to test whether it was a man's thing. Because didn't I say earlier that how are we going to let a woman come into a man's council and start dictating things? So this was I was trying to test not only her, but I was trying to test them. Let's watch. Why is Ghetto so look at him that Binary remains the president of the new
All right. Well, you guys have a great evening. I tried to settle this, but of course, not only did my business
it's all good pizza
assistant make a call, and he did it the legal way. Now, on the business side of things, I could decide to do whatever the fuck I want to do, but he just outranked me and overpowered me when it comes to the council because I'm not a part of the council. This has everything to do with a member of the council.
Right.
So I already said what it was. He agreed to it, but then he said that he wanted to be an all male. So that means that puts me out of making any decision. And
hey, Soul Fight, we got front doors, we got side doors, we got emergency doors and everything like that. You can watch something else. All right, let's go.
Ghetto seconded. So I've been overruled with any decisions.
We never voted.
Okay. So this is the part everybody skipped over. What did Diva say out of her own mouth? I've been overruled because I'm not a part of the council. I changed the council name, put the ball back in her court, and you see Ghetto's about to lose his goddamn mind. Anyway, let's continue. All right. Yeah. Envy's not weak. Let's go.
We never voted, though. Oh, well.
Boom. Okay. Gone. Okay. Now I know she's going to be pissed. I know other people are going to be pissed. And you know what people are going to be pissed about the most? Pizarro. Come on. This is definitely what people are going to be pissed off the most, but I don't give a shit because I'm one of those people that can do whatever the hell I want when I want because I just can. And I kept my word with you, Pizarro. You're right there, front and center. I'm not fucking scared. Yeah, you must be crazy. Envy's weak. I don't give a fuck. All right, so let's watch the reaction. Diva said that she's not a part of the council. She got outranked. It's a man situation and dipped. Let's watch the reaction of the gentleman at this time. I'm not even supposed to take charge. My new position in the council was the guy that comes around sometimes. I'm not the president, the vice president, or any of that shit because this council doesn't even exist anyway. But okay, let's go. I think they're devastated. Let's go.
But it's all my fault. It's all my fault.
Well, no, now the fault is definitely switched to me. So I need to call my job, which is myself.
The fault is not yours. However, she said that he can't vote. The fact that he won't hit the link and speak up for his fucking self is what's making us look bad. He should have put his situation aside and came up here and spoke for his fucking self.
And it's not like he wasn't up here speaking before I came. And I'm not his adversary. He wants to kick me out of his chat. Fine. Don't impact the panel. He wants to take my Here's
what you guys have to understand here from a man's perspective. As of right now, don't you think Diva's watching? Ghetto. Diva's watching right now to see the camaraderie and the loyalty that we have with each other. She's watching right now to see if we're gonna fall apart or stand strong. Why are we frustrated at this point? Okay, Malik, I understand. Absolutely. You said Coach should come up here and speak for himself. Okay, cool. Let's check that box off. Ghetto is devastated still. Let's go. And also, I'm not saying Malik did the wrong thing, but I promise you, Diva, you utilize one of those as a weak move on our part. Let's go.
Wants Ghetto to drop. He has all this smoke. Pizarro. Don't, Pizarro. He wants Ghetto to drop. He's been talking about me all day.
Well, hold on, listen, Cole. You just said not everybody can drop the link. Drop and hit the link. Listen, my guy.
What up, Sharika?
I'm out here.
I did show that respect. I did let people make a couple statements, and they had to leave the council meeting.
So hold on. I'm out here sticking up for you off of my word with this lady, and you won't even give me the consideration. Just hit the link and be present.
What up, Lolo?
Because truth be told, if I walk away right now, she gonna do what the fuck she want.
One second. This is money. I appreciate the super chat. Okay, so who cares at that point? So let's go ahead and skip on to at this point, right now, we're still being watched because here, all of a sudden Audio Pulp shows up. That's cool, whatever. We did let people come up that were not a part of the council, so he had every right to step up here and kind of test. I think he was checking the temperature, to be honest with you, but I don't have a problem with audio, so obviously I let him up. But let's see what happens here. I feel like this was just a little bit extra to see if we're divided yet. Let's go.
In 2021, 2025 now, my feet is up. I'm not beefing with nobody to that extent. I learned my lesson. I learned a valuable lesson. And I just try to give them the same thing. I don't know what you want me to tell you. This is not I don't know how he's making this about me, and y'all allowing him to lets me know, depending on how this go, I never quit the council. And that's what I'm saying. He said he's never going back over there. I always said, I don't like binary. I don't like how he moved, but I ain't leading the council.
Let's stop right there.
Nobody gave me credit for that though.
Let's stop right there. Okay. We got Mr. Greek. We got Mr. Greek in here, the fraternity guy, the college guy, the whatnot. Hey, why in the hell at this point, after there was a weakness already showed when things looked like they were falling apart when Diva left, why at this point, Ghetto, are you basically dogging out the individual in question right now that we're trying to back up? Don't you think that this also put a chink in our armor? Because does Diva come back? Hold on a second, Ghetto. Why are you so distraught, dog? You don't like binary and this and that, but it's a council meeting and we're trying to get binary out of some shit. Okay. Let's go, Ghetto. All right.
Never quit the council. And that's what I'm saying. He said he's never going back over there. I always said, I don't like binary. I don't like how he moved, but I ain't leading the council. Nobody gave me credit for that, though. Here I am now. I don't have to be doing this goofy shit. It's 6:24. It's 7:24. It's beautiful outside. We got light time till 9 o'clock. I look good. I'm going to sit somewhere and drink me some very expensive.
Jessica, I forgot
You're on
to
mute,
set my
Ghetto.
goal. Let me do that real quick. Hold on. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna move on to. Hold on. Let Envy make a few dollars. Hold on. Let me set my goal real quick. I got y'all. Trust me. The next part is gonna be when binary hits the panel. So let's move right on to that. 1 second. I actually had that up, Jessica, but then I forgot. Let's see here. 10 to or higher. Okay. Colors. All right, we're gonna do 2 and we're gonna do off GP. Because I don't have enough time to think of a cool goal. So there it is. It's off GP. Okay, so let's continue. We're gonna see this unfold, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let's see. We're gonna let Code come back up after Ghetto had this outburst or whatnot, and then Diva comes back, as everybody knows. Let's go.
I hit my button.
Yeah,
I hit my
too.
button. And
Go
let me. I could be doing anything. How long we gonna do this?
So basically, log off. We have to take into account that you don't like the. I hate saying president, but the person that came up with it. All right. So we're moving right along. Obviously, we want to see Binary's entrance. Now, okay, so what's going to happen here is Binary is going to talk about the chats that Ghetto put in Divas. And this is where they started having issues. That's exactly when Ghetto said that he doesn't like Binary. Now, what happened before this incident was Binary told him that he's not allowed on his link, and he took his wrench. He took his wrench and didn't allow him on his link. Hey, you, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Every dollar counts, trust me, you know, and super stickers and whatnot made me feel like I'm doing something right. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is stemming from what happened the other day. Okay, so remember when I told you Ghetto went into Diva's chat and Ghetto was laughing, putting emojis and whatnot when she was talking disparagingly about Ghetto or about Binary. So the next time Binary showed up at The next time Ghetto showed up at Binaries, Ghetto did not have a wrench. And then what Binary did is he pulled Ghetto up and dropped him just to show Ghetto that he's not allowed on the panel. So that's where all this is coming from. So Binary is going to come up and address Ghetto directly. Let's go. Here we go. You exist in that matter. That's your leader, right?
I don't have. He's the chairman. So he's the chairman. He's supposed to set the agenda. Whoever the chairman is.
All right.
Look, I already said on my live stream, my wallet is closed. I'm not giving nobody no more money. So
But you wanna vote me out the council though, correct?
I was heated, bro. Come on now. I was heated. You know you be getting heated too. Stop.
What's
I
up,
know,
Jasmine?
but just not this time. I agree with you.
What's up,
Yeah.
Grip?
And I do have to admit, some of the comments in the section was AK and it wasn't Ghetto that I was seeing. So that's my bad. All Ghetto did was do a laughing out loud and said I tried to warn him. That's it.
While asking, could I pay? And she said my payment was too late.
I didn't see that.
Diva, let me entertain the fact that I would love to know the 5 demands. I would hate to not want to know what they are. Okay, now Bree did mention this on her live. She said that Envy did ask for the 5 demands, and Envy asked for the 5 demands to see if they were trivial, and that's 100% correct. I did ask for the 5 demands because honestly, it could have been like, you know, Ghetto, turn your camera off and turn your camera on, or dumb shit, right? Because at this point, you got to understand, I'm not thinking for myself at this point. It has nothing to do with me. I'm literally thinking on Binary's behalf. And if somebody thinks that's weak, what should I do here? Should I say, you know what? Hey, you know, there's an article up about your family and you're going through this issue. And you know what? Diva's on her way back up here. I'll holler at you. Absolutely not. So I'm up there. And yes, that's why I say that, because it would have been unfair to Binary for me not to see what the truth was going to be. I'm not making a decision for Binary, but I am encouraging him to at least listen to the situation, because let's be honest, he's in distress right now. All right, let's go. Because I don't want to know. I don't want to find out that they're trivial and ignored. So what's up, L Blue? Can we get the 5 demands, if you don't mind? I wasn't going to take the 5 demands because typically people don't demand me to do a damn thing, right? But hold on. 5 demands. Can we get the 5? Here, I want you to pay attention to 2 things. Number 1, what did I say about the demands and how I deal with demands? And number 2, is Diva waiting to come up while the gentlemen are there discussing whether they're going to entertain it? Or did Diva just jump up there and say, hey, I'm back. You guys said you didn't want to do the demands. Well, I'm back. Are the guys discussing right now whether they want to entertain Diva any further, or is she up there strong arming us right now? Yeah, go ahead and listen to what I say as well. There's definitely no weakness in anything that's going on yet. Let's go. 5 demands, if you don't mind. I wasn't going to take the 5 demands because typically people don't demand me to do a damn thing. But I am definitely, you know, I'd like to inquire, because I don't want it to come out to be, you guys should have, you know, maybe have your live at 7 o'clock or like some trivial demands. So we got one so far that
she said reverse
Malik.
it. She said reverse it then. Yeah, that motion to change it to the gentleman's club. Yeah, there's no motion.
There was no vote. There was only the first and the second. The second doesn't mean that I would then vote. I just seconded, but that don't mean I was going to vote yes.
All right, gotcha. Okay, Binary. Now let me just say this. Let me just say this real quick. Can I say this real quick?
Absolutely.
I said on my live, Diva did a phenomenal job creating content, and I've never experienced content like this before, because this shit can really affect me. And it's also great content for the sector. A lot of I don't know how many's in the chat. How many's in the chat, Envy?
465.
So a lot of y'all 465?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of y'all can say this is weak. A lot of y'all can say this ain't shit. A lot of y'all can say this is whatever. There's 465 of y'all in here entertained by this shit. So y'all can just, you know.
And what I'm doing right now is, okay, Binary is talking about the entertainment. What I'm doing right now is I'm pulling up the demands. I want to make sure that I have each and every demand, because Diva took about an hour and a half to talk about the demands, and we're not going to sit here and listen to all that. So I'm trying to pull up the demands real quick. We can go over some of the things that she was saying. But we're definitely going to have the demands. That's what I was looking for. Hi to operate. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Don't hide or operate publicly. Okay. Allow me to assist. Hold on 1 second. Delivering content. I wouldn't dare allow people. Anyway, damn it. Okay, here we go. Hold on. All right. Anyway, I'll have y'all listen to this real quick while I look for it. So after we discuss this is when Diva comes up. So hopefully everybody by now, I know that everybody has. What's up, Binary? Glad you're in the building. I'm doing my best here, brother. Let's go. So the band these nuts. Let's go. All right. So at this point, let's go ahead and we've deliberated and we've decided to let Diva up. We're still in control. Okay. All right. And we're still there for Binary. So let's continue. Here she comes. Boop.
No. Whatever. Y'all can say whatever you want, but you're here. So it is what it is. Didn't I say that on my own live envy?
You actually said that Diva did you a service to point out some of the people that needed to be.
You guys all sub to this channel. Show that. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Big Slaps. Make sure you guys all sub to Advantage, but at the same time, we make sure we let it be known. You know what I'm saying? That's not something I'm with or whatever. Your own special little way that you have doing things. Mm-hmm. But you have some people, and a lot of us sit back and just be watching that falls right into that trap, like what happened to you. And is it chat or not? Whether your money slow down payment too. It ain't nothing more funny than if it makes you feel better. I'm trying to figure out why they picked the ghetto ass bitch from Philly. This card go to. It ain't gonna get far. It's gonna go back to how it was. All right. If anybody's seen anything from the school that is not woke or not,
and while you're listening to this, y'all, I'm definitely pulling up the demands. I just don't want dead air. I'm pulling up the demands right now so we could skip through this a little bit quicker. But I'm going to get to her first demand, and I want to see if anybody feels like these demands are, over the top or something that should have been accepted, not accepted, whatever the case may be. Right. So let's get into there. So far, as I said, you guys should have a little bit of an idea whether this interaction started off to be weak or not. That's definitely what I wanted to drive home. So I thought she started her demands here.
Malik must become president
here we
of
go.
the council. You must turn in whatever you guys have going on behind the scenes. Nobody clocking that. Everybody grown. But the council is cute. It's awesome. And we like it. It's the shit. But my only demand one is to have Malik move up into the president position. And you to vice president, and
all
because
right.
you have
so
the
you're putting me to work,
right? You have the education, and you have all of that going for yourself. What Malik is not informed or educated in, I would like Malik to be informed, like not too much, not too much. You know what I mean?
Understood. I know exactly what you mean.
Right. When it comes to certain things, especially.
Let me make sure this isn't important. I got to get to the other part of my commentary, but let me make sure this isn't important. What's up, Duke Samuel?
What's
up?
What's the word, man?
What it do?
Shit, you've been speaking on me for a while. What's up?
I've been speaking on you. What you mean?
I seen you do a live one day or whatever, little commentary. So I'm come to see about it. What's up?
About you? Could you tell me what the commentary was?
Back? Do I need to come? I'll just come back another day.
Yeah, come on back.
Yeah, I'll come on back.
All right. Okay, so that was a great interruption. Okay, so again, I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and I'm still trying to pull up her demands. I don't know if she took them down. I wouldn't imagine she did, but here's the interaction as of right now. I got you all.
Just educational things or law things or something
Given
like
the
that.
resources,
Right?
I get it.
Oh,
right. I want
on
him.
each demand, I want you guys to figure this out with me. Okay, so demand number one was for Malik to be, for Malik to be the president and Binary to be the vice president. Okay, now let's really talk about this for a second, right? And I'm sorry if I'm not getting to all the comments. I'm trying to read and I'm trying to do a whole lot of things going on right here. So I see y'all. What's up? Let's go. All right, so let's see, what do we got? Now, so Malik stepping up as the president and Binary going to the vice president. Do you guys know what that's like? Do you guys know exactly why she brought up that demand? Anybody? You know what, Code? Code, you'd be the best person to actually no. He already said it. So I'll say it. The reason why Diva made that move is exactly the talent show. Okay. So what did Lemon do at the talent show that was a good move that everybody saluted him for, understood that he made a boss move, understood that he made the right decision? What he did was what he was not good at, which is like the organization and, putting things together and, all that good stuff. He took a step back, right? And he moved Binary into the manager position so that things could be run smoother. So at this point, as you know, on any council, any organization or whatever, the hardest job is the VP position. So in my opinion, as of right now with that situation, she was actually empowering Binary to, be the workhorse. But yeah, anyway, let's go.
I need, he's a good debater. He come from a good place. He's very smart, but sometimes if you listen to him, he don't know like the right codes. You get what I'm saying, to reference. He don't
Right.
he don't know. And so I want him to be a little bit sharp on that. So,
Okay.
You guys, I'll go on mute. You guys can talk, can vote on it and make it a
No, I'm good with number one. Y'all good with number one? You doing the motion?
Whatever works for the council works for me.
We have to. I need to hear this out. Okay, so number two.
Number two. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and the big council. So Envy, this is not coming from me. So you discuss one, agree with it, then we can move on to number two. Sorry.
Envy's having a hard time.
Envy, I hate doing that. I really
Envy's definitely having a hard
all right,
time.
Envy, man. I'm cool with it, bro. I ain't even tripping, man. I got to do all the work anyways. You know what I'm saying? She just
okay. Why did Code at that point say that Envy's having a hard time with this? Anybody? It's like raise your hand. The first person that speaks, would you say dress up a pig and it's still a pig? Okay, I got you. But let's do it. The protecting the Diva then Code. I'm protecting Diva and Code. It's because in a situation where you have two individuals that are in a distressful situation, you don't turn into more stress. So absolutely, I'm definitely trying to mediate the situation to get through to it. But what did Code say? Let's go back another 3 seconds or so. Let's hear what he said. Envy's having a tough time with this. How? Let's go.
Envy, I hate doing that. I really
all right, Envy, man. I'm cool with it, bro. I ain't even tripping, man. I got to do all the work anyways. You know what I'm saying? She's still trolling the shit out of me right now. So, I gotta, I'm
She's
cool with it.
all of us.
I'm definitely doing. I'm giving the I'm giving the Masters a show, baby.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna drag your ass all year.
I'm still trying to.
He gonna come
I know. Please remove those.
He coming for you, but it's okay because everything he do, if he sneak and do it, gonna be blocked. So don't even worry about it. Go ahead.
And look at the look.
Let me ask the council something.
Let
me ask the council something. And Diva, please remain here. Okay. Malik, Ghetto, and Code. Are you 100% comfortable with voting on the demands of Diva?
I am.
Okay. All right. Okay. You want again. Envy is most definitely asking again. What's up, Bird? Envy is most definitely asking the gentleman again. Are you comfortable with moving forward? Because Envy at any time would have said, "Fuck this, I'm ending the live." You know what I'm saying? I'm asking the gentleman again. Are you comfortable moving forward? Checking in again. We do not have our backs against the wall. We are controlling the situation. I don't care how anybody else puts it. That's how I feel. Okay, let's go back. I am voting on the demands of Diva.
I am.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. You want your coworkers to stop getting called. Okay. Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, but not
cool with
really. You just want it to go away. Okay. I got you. We'll vote on behalf of that.
Appreciate it, because we're laughing and we're joking, but they really got called. That's why I could care less about what's going on in the chat. I could care less what people think. Their shit didn't get called.
But
and
you know what you said?
if it just happens,
Again, let me find these demands real quick so we can run through them and not listen to this. Just give me a second. Not dead air again. I'm going to play. 1 second.
Just so happens that they're under this scrutiny, I'm not going to give them the same treatment that they're giving me right now. Go ahead.
What did you say to Lemon about the talent show? What did you say out of your own mouth that made you stay?
Oh, I'm a man of my word.
Right. Okay.
Big fact.
I'm just checking. All right, cool. So, as the originator of the council, are you saying that you're a man of your word, that you wanted to run it, or you can concede to step down?
I can concede to be demoted to vice president.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, moving forward, just making sure that y'all are cool with a woman making y'all vote.
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
They may not be cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Are you cool with letting a woman make you all vote? Are you cool with letting a woman make you all vote? Let's go back 5 seconds. Let's hear this. Let's go. Okay.
I'm cool with it.
Making sure that y'all are cool with.
I can concede to be demoted to vice president.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, moving forward, just making sure that y'all are cool with a woman making y'all vote.
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
They may not be cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Since
cool
this
with whatever
is
helps the
okay,
council.
since this is binary's situation here, I'll go with that.
Appreciate you
On behalf of binary.
My
only.
kids appreciate you. My wife appreciates you. Thanks, Envy. Appreciate that.
Okay. All right. All right. So we're moving on.
Say hello. Don't worry, Code. It's going to get better. All the Ghetto friends and bosses and the ex-wife. Oh my God, Ghetto. Do you know we're still girlfriends? She left him, but his ex-wife, she still hits me up.
I don't know if she left me, but we not.
Now, she always asks me
Where
for
in the
tea
hell are these
on you,
demands,
and I tell her
Diva?
everything.
I
Hey,
want to read
girl.
the demands and move on.
Cole,
I would not deny it, binary.
Right. I believe it.
Hold on.
I have a gut feeling I see what's happening in season 2. And I'm gonna talk about this on my members only live. I have a gut feeling I see what's happening in on season 2. And I'm for it. I see what's happening and I'm for it. And can we get to number 2, please?
You do understand how significant the month of September is, right?
Oh yeah. Oh God, yes.
You no. What? Yeah, but I'm saying you do. Yeah, the September is very significant as someone in your profession. But go ahead, Diva.
September, Envy.
Whatever.
Listen, you don't understand. It's a lot of big guys that are.
Okay. I'm scared of all of them. Okay, cool. All right, so we've moved past. Yeah, absolutely. Number 2.
I really like you, but
number 2.
Number
Diva.
2, I would like the council to develop a mentor program for young Black men that are beginning as.
You know, I was actually attacked on this one. I was really blown away by the fact that, you know, they said that there's demands placed on people that we have to do, and I was like, you know, what demands were placed on us? Okay, the president has to step down, the VP has to step down, and then when I said, you know, the only thing that we really agreed to, that's something that has to happen physically, is to mentor a young Black man in social media. I believe it was social media, but let's listen to it to make sure. Where in the hell are these demands? Hold on. Fuck, I wrote them down somewhere. Hold on. Let's
content creators And instead of them, I do know that a lot of you guys don't get along with audio, which is going to be a part of my demand too. Um, I want for the first year. So I'm so sorry. Yes, to July 2nd of 2026. That's all. You guys can stop it if you want. I just would like a mentor program for young Black male content creators to at least get once a week mentorship publicly. As an example, I think Monday nights would be cool. You guys, I'm not, matter of fact, I'm just going to continue to just be an asshole. Monday nights, I know Code has to work, but unfortunately, he's going to have to come up with a show for this starting next week. That's called the mentorship program and it's going to be Envy. It's going to be the president, and it's going to be Ghetto. And because you guys all have careers, we
all right,
just
y'all. I
at least
got
need to have
the
about
demands
3
in front of
brothers
me.
that
I
you
was
guys
gonna
can
look.
agree with.
Okay, so demand number one obviously was for Malik to step up as president, and for Binary to go to VP. All right, so demand number two was you're listening to it now, to mentor young Black men on Monday evenings in social media. She brought in the fact that her preference would be audio, and we definitely said that audio more than likely won't want to be mentored by any of us. But if we do mentor him and something goes awry, is she able to step in and maybe, talk to him about that? Okay, demand number three was to take Shakima's wrench. Now, obviously, that's a personal thing, right? To take Shakima's wrench. I was actually sitting back and I was like, okay, let me see how this goes, right? And okay, cool. So demand number three, Code went in to his YouTube studio or whatever the case may be, and went ahead and took Shakima's wrench so that we can move on to number four. At this point, I'm like, I hope this doesn't get worse. Okay. So number four was that he cannot speak on Lemon. Okay. And the real crazy thing is Tracy, or no. Diva asked Tracy to come up with number four. And Tracy coming up with number four, that was her demand. And she did come to the platform, and we'll show that to basically just give the details of that plan, that no aliases could be used, like a fruit or like an orange or whatever. No aliases, just based on the fact that she can't talk, or he can't talk about Lemon. When are you not supposed to do that? Through July, I believe. Okay, and demand number five, and I'm going to tell you exactly who these were sent to and where this, so-called extortion came up, right? Okay, so everybody saw it, so I'm not telling you any kind of breaking news, but if you missed it, here was demand number five, were $60, right? Now, with the $60, she was like, "Are you able to do that?" Binary's like, "I got to, I don't know what he said. He said, maybe, or whatever the case may be." You might have it right here. Hold on.
To do it right now, like where I'm at.
All right, so I guess does this conclude the meeting?
Damn.
No. What concluded the meeting? Hold on, I missed that. Hold on.
Right now, like where I'm at, make that happen then. Lord Jesus. Wow. I ain't gonna be able to make that happen then. I don't have access to do it. Right now, like where I'm at.
This was to take Shakima's rent
right,
situation.
So does this conclude the meeting?
Damn.
No. Code be the vice president. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is the resto part. So before resto comes up, I'm going to go through the cash apps, okay? Now, Tracy did come up and clarify. We'll go back to that. I forgot. Let me write that down. Tracy clarify about what he can say about Lemon. She definitely wanted to clarify that. Okay, so let's go to the cash app. So out of the $60, $20 was supposed to be sent to audio. $10 was supposed to be sent to, not sure who Clouds is. but he was supposed to say to audio, great job with the music and an encouraging message. To the second one, he was supposed to say congrats. You know, he was supposed to send a cash app saying, you know, congratulations on your new position. No, actually, my bad, y'all. $20 to Audio Paul, $10 to Malik to congratulate him on his new position, $10 to Tracy saying I'm sorry, $1 to ZX, Dirty Coyote. That's what he was supposed to say. $1 to Jay Wilson and $5 to Treasure Lane, saying something encouraging. So basically, it was like just kind of one of those banters about, you know, hey, you know, we're going to do something stupid, whatever. So that was her fifth demand. Now, I'm going to ask the chat before I move on because we're going to bring Resto up. Now, we obviously know Resto kind of came up flipping tables. So we're definitely going to, you know, we're going to decide together. Hold on one second. Let me go back so that we can pull this up as soon as we deliberate about this. Okay, boom. All right. I'm right at the timestamp now. So does anybody have any, now it's stupid. Trust me, a lot of people think that it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? And as I always say, what I try to live by here is if the content comes here, we're going to be contenting, but then we're going to let the YouTube streets do what the YouTube streets want to do with it. And then we're going to bring back here and break it down. And I am a one and done person. After I talk about this, break it down, whatever, I don't give a shit. Don't ask me about it. I don't know. Just be the replay gang and, you know, leave me a comment. I will answer your comments, but I don't drag on commentary forever. You guys know that. So anyway, does the chat feel any kind of way about the demands that were put forward thus far? Is there a serious issue? What you got? So now that Malik walked out, how will this end, Envy? Please tell us. What the hell? What the I don't know if you walked out, but anyway, you're one of the people I don't think that would quit the council. Yeah, it's pretty hard to quit. D Darrell's in the building. What up, D Darrell? Hope everything's going good with you. I know you you took a short break or whatnot and you're back. Good to see you, D Darrell. Let's see, what'd you say? Resto came in, pennies on fire. Yeah, all right, cool. So that's exactly what we're going to watch now. What'd you say? Kima couldn't care. She doesn't need a wrench. No, she doesn't. The last thing Kima cares about in life is a damn wrench. Hey, and I'm glad. Hey, yeah, Jessica, write that down. Write that down. Malik, you said you're running. Are you going to do? Okay. Let's listen to Resto and then we'll get right back to, okay. Envy, I think Malik is over all of it. He tried and now he's wiping his hands. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, we'll get into that in just a second. All right. So let's watch Resto come in. Resto's hot. He's like, raw. Like he came in crazy. All right, let's go. Diva is suggesting. And the first item was that, by the way, people said that all council members were not present. There's 6 council members right there. The 7th is Ken. Ken came to the quote unquote council meeting, but then Ken stepped away because of that issue with Sonny, which a lot of you know the issue with Sonny. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But let's listen to Resto. Malik be the president and Code be the vice president. Oh, my bad. I just saw a circle. Diva is not in the council. I said 6. I'm an idiot. All right, let's go. The reason why we voted upon that is because Binary feels more comfortable in that space, so he would have agreed to it anyway. Number 2 is hosting a positive event for upcoming Black men as content creators. Okay, I don't know why I'm going through this. Monday night, we're going to confirm an evening for 1 hour.
Oh, it's funny you said that, but guess what?
I get what you're doing.
On the internet, not off the internet. How, you can't get no better than this.
It's very positive. It's very, ma'am, hold on. It's very positive. I get it. I get what you're doing. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Y'all can have that. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Do what you got to do. I'm out.
Wow, it's funny you said that, but guess what, sir? I'm gonna go ahead and clip that while we're waiting for the time to
Hold
go
on a
down. You are
second.
in the United States Army, and I am a United States Marine
Am I
veteran.
tripping?
And I don't appreciate what you said about me. And don't worry.
Hold on a second.
I'm
Am I
going to handle
tripping?
you accordingly.
Hold on.
I'm not a terrorist. What makes you think? What? How am I being a terrorist? All these things that I have said to him.
Well, let's
how
go
is
right
it
to this since
impacting
we're
his life?
here. I'm
How?
sure everybody's going to want to
That's-
know what Tracy's clarification is about don't mention lemon. So since I'm here and I'm looking for Resto's spot, let's listen to Tracy real quick because she's going to clarify.
Stupid. They can't spell nothing.
Diva, I'm honored, Diva. I'm honored. Okay, let me explain a little bit more. Okay, what I mean by don't speak on lemon is like you can't be insinuating, like you said, you can't say, well, the one over there, well, you know who I'm talking about because, you know, like you said, strawberry or whatever. No, you can't speak on lemon. Anything pertaining to lemon, you can't speak on it. That's it. So you have to like void him out of your whatever you're doing, your commentary.
I understand what you're saying. I get it.
That's what I'm saying, basically. You understand that, Diva?
Come on, Tracy, but he's the name that pays. That's still kind of affecting his real life because he's
only got
now I can't make no money.
I gotta be devil's advocate. I love money. So
You got a lot to talk on. But see, the only thing, Diva, is that he's only on here for another month. You said, right?
No, that's not true.
No, he's gonna be on here.
Oh, I thought
It's just not as much after the summer, but I'm still going to be on here. And can we add an amendment to it? Can we reverse it as well? He can't speak on me.
No, this is just for you. But here's the thing. How about if I say he can't speak on women for at least 2 weeks, and that's nice. You know, it's not a long time.
That's fire.
2 weeks.
Tracy, come on. Matter of fact, let's do 30 days. What's up, Tracy? 30 days.
All right. So for the rest of July,
right? Let's put the thing on punishment.
Yeah, the rest of July.
Let's lay them
the
down.
rest of July. That'll be good. Right?
The rest of July binary. You cannot speak on lemon. You cannot refer to him as any fruit, any he, she. You can't mention anything.
That one over there, wet ass, nothing like that.
You can't speak on what happened on his shows.
Nobody want to hear about Grinder. You should refer to him as Grinder or nothing.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Look, I'm taking this serious. Because I like it.
I love it. See, you're obedient. How come you can't be like this all the time? This is perfect.
It's not obedient.
I love it.
You know, Tracy, there's some shade in there. Shout out to Tracy.
He has so much. He's a talented being. He's
obedient.
Smart.
He can do it. I didn't think he could do it.
But listen, all jokes aside, in real life, he is a wonderful person. He's a brilliant.
Here's what people do not understand. Okay, you said, Ken, I know you weren't going to agree to that. Here's what people have to understand. These are not council demands. Everything is binary. You, as I said, you know, take the rent, send the cash apps, take this down, or take a wrench, do this, do that. That's why when I was out in the YouTube streets and said, oh, well, each one of you is required to do something. No, we're not. Binary is required to do every rule, and we're just all required to the one thing we're all required to do is to mentor a young black man on Binary's channel on Mondays for at least 1 hour. I don't think that that's a negative thing for a woman to ask me to do to better someone else's life. So if you guys think that all of us had to, that doesn't mean that Ken can't talk about lemon. So stop saying that in the chat, please. None of this pertains to any of us other than Binary, other than the mentorship program. Let's go.
Brilliant being. Like he's beautiful, his soul. So, but the point is, the point I'm trying to get across is, brother, always remember your worth. And don't lose it. Money is the root of all evil. Once you're led by money and audience and crowds and views, you start deteriorating. You get what I'm saying? And so he lost himself. It becomes
you did. Do you think that you lost yourself, Binary? I think you kind of lost yourself a little bit.
Tracy.
I think he did. Did you kind of lose yourself a little bit?
I think what Diva's doing is commendable. So shout out to Diva. I see exactly what she's doing. Shout out to her. I mean, she's doing something.
All right, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to skip right through there. Now, I thought that the first resto coming up Resto was making his first appearance. I thought that was like the kaboom Resto, right? But we're gonna go to the actual part that was pretty shocking. Please change your avatar picture, babe. Oh, you said first day. Okay. All right. So first day, change your avatar picture. And if it's real jacked up, please let's do timeouts. We typically don't do timeouts, we just do blocks, but we're cool today. Because we don't know a lot of you all. So let's continue on. Okay, so Tracy's throwing shade. I love it. That's why I love it when Tracy's on a panel, because she knows she's gonna be like, yeah, hey, don't you feel like you're being controlled, Binary? Right now, Binary's being as freaking humble as he possibly can. And you guys have to understand, we all could have abandoned the situation. We are still here for Binary. We're trying to get him through this. All right, let's go.
I think you're kind of like thinking that's cunning. She outsmarted me. Is that what you were thinking? Because you were like, yeah.
Maybe she outsmarted me, but I don't think that's really I don't think that was her end game.
No,
I have a gut feeling I know exactly what's happening.
No, it's not her
Diva's looking for clarification. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
All right. Here's what I want you guys to see with the Resto situation, right? Shout out to Resto. Hey, hopefully you had some good waffles and some more shit today. Great. So Resto came in, he's like, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna preface it. Let's just let him speak for himself. Because this was definitely a change in the plot for sure. All right, let's go. Okay, cool.
You didn't see the green chat?
Resto.
Yo.
Oh God. I'm going to mute real quick, okay?
So Diva, I've already met all five. Okay, thanks, Diva. So now whatever happens after this, you're a woman of your word. I trust you.
Listen, that's all I have is my word.
All
You
right.
can ask anybody.
Yep.
Ask anybody the time that I've been here. If I kept my word, listen, Ghetto has cussed me out. Ghetto has did whatever he wanted. I took it down. I promised him I'll never. He wanted me to keep it up. I took it down. Ex Ghetto. Have I ever put it back up?
Never put it back up.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. I appreciate you. Those are the 5 demands. I'm gonna meet those demands, and I thank you, Diva, for not making not supporting Pizarro one of those demands.
Oh my God.
I appreciate that.
Of course. So just remember, it's indefinitely until you.
Wait. I missed that. Wait. What? Oh, I know exactly what you said. No, I'm an idiot. I'm gonna take this back because people are definitely gonna take it the wrong way, just like I did. Now, the whole thing about Pizarro, I'm gonna explain it to you. Let's hear this clearly because I don't want any misconceptions. All right. There's a reason for this. We're not idiots. We don't have to be in an inner circle to try to figure this out, why this is happening. All right, let's go. What did she say? What did we say about Pizarro? Let's go.
Making not supporting Pizarro one of those demands.
Oh my God.
I appreciate that.
Of course. So just remember, it's indefinitely until you revoke one of those.
I got you.
Understood.
Right.
Diva, can you go to your website and make that happen, please? Resto, the floor is all yours, sir.
I really do appreciate it.
All right. All right, here comes Resto. Let's go, Resto.
Give me one second. I'm almost done. I'm almost done smoking. Give me 1 second.
Did he quit the council?
Yeah. Hey, guys. Yeah. Now he's making us wait. Let me hit the panel. Let me hit the panel to tell y'all I got to finish doing something.
Oh, yeah. Since we can make just demands over here, right? Binary. What the fuck, bro?
Oh my God. Let me go on mute. Go ahead, dog.
Nigga.
Go ahead, man.
You over here getting dog walked, bro. I thought you was better than that, bro. I thought we was twins, nigga. I would have never let that shit happen, nigga.
Okay.
Die on your feet, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck, Binary? This shit is embarrassing, bro. And it's not even because I got something against Diva. I got nothing against Diva. But it's you, bro. You up here taking demands. You up here cash apping people. Up here just giving out money and all this other shit, bro. What the fuck is going on up here, twin? I don't even know if I can call you that no more for real.
Hey, man.
Am I gonna talk about it?
Listen.
I'm gonna talk about it.
Listen.
I'm gonna talk about
your exit,
because I don't give a fuck.
This is your exit.
Yes,
it's your exit, bro. If this is your exit, it's your exit. It's your exit. Look, hey, it is what it is. Resto, if this is your exit, it's your exit. It is what it is, bro.
Bro,
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. But if this is your exit, it's your exit. That's it.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Look,
this is what I'm gonna say.
Look,
this better be like the hardest troll move of all time.
No. No more talking. If this is your exit, this is your exit. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Like if you ain't effing with me after this, don't F with me after this. That's all
I'm not talking about effing with you, bro. I'm just telling you that you fucked up like council members should do. But I'm already out of the council because that shit's fucked up already now. But I'm saying, bro, as a man, like
He out of the council,
bro.
If he's out of the
Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. I'm saying, bro. Come on, bro. As a man, bro, you over here getting paraded around, bro.
I don't care what you think is happening, bro. I don't care what you think is happening. If you don't have eyes to see, I can't force you to see anything. So if this is your exit,
I'm hoping what I'm thinking is gonna happen is gonna happen.
If you have to sit back and hope, this is your exit.
Shit's embarrassing. This shit's embarrassing.
If it's embarrassing, don't be around me. If this is embarrassing, don't be around me. Look, I'm not here to appease anybody. So if this is too much for you, if this is the line that you just will not cross because I did this, look, man, hey, you cool. But if this is it ain't gonna be no skin off my back. It's not gonna be no skin off my back. If this is your exit, Resto. I ain't tripping.
I feel like there's something that you're doing.
You're coming up here barking at me, bro. That's weird. But it is what it is.
It's not weird, nigga. What do you mean it's weird? What do you mean it's weird, bro? I'm looking at another man getting humiliated in real time. You telling me that's weird? No, it's weird that you're sitting up here doing this.
Binary. Okay. You thought I was your ops, Binary. You thought I was your ops. And that
ghetto. Stop.
Ghetto, shut the fuck up. Ghetto, please shut the fuck up right now.
I'm gonna say this right now.
I want Wrestler to get. Hold on, Malik. I want Wrestler to get all of his shit off. He doesn't need any help, dog.
I'm not letting Resto get nothing off because clearly Resto set out his mouth. They turned his ass around and he went the fuck back because his side bitch couldn't come fuck his wife. You really wanted to go there, yo? That man did what the fuck he had to do for his family.
Envy, refresh.
What she's asking me to refresh right now is to show that she took some certain information off of her website and off of the community wall. But you hear Malik stepping in here. What Malik is actually saying is, something that Resto did, based on his lifestyle. Everybody, I'm sure he's told everybody and their mama, grandmother, sister, brother about his lifestyle with him and his wife. So that's what Malik is doing. He's stepping in, and let's let him finish. All right, let's go.
You really wanted to go there, yo? That man did what the fuck he had to do for his family.
Envy, refresh. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry, good brother. I'm so sorry about that. I just wanted to, because I had to assure Cole. I'm a woman.
No. I want to make sure. Hold on, God damn it! You don't just walk in and goddamn stop me in between a goddamn second.
Child,
anyway, Resto, go ahead, because I don't
know. No, they got it. They got it, bro. Like I'm just not binary. I ain't got shit against nobody, bro. Y'all got it. I'm not saying I ain't fucking with you no more.
That's what I don't want. That flip flop shit. I want to make sure that you mean what you say. I don't want.
I mean what I'm saying. I'm just telling him that it's fucking embarrassing. That's what I'm telling him right now.
Look, you're embarrassed. I don't care. You're having secondhand embarrassment. It is what it is.
Yourself, Resto. Just dismiss yourself. That's all.
All right, bet. Watch this. All right, bet. Watch this.
That's it.
You know what's crazy about the whole thing is on that list, I can still support pizza. It's the weirdest thing ever, man. It's the weirdest thing ever that people can't see that shit. They're blind.
That. Oh.
They're blind, man. I swear on that. They blind.
Sometimes you just don't. You just sit back and be like,
I know. And he came up barking. It's like, damn, man.
Diva, you wanted your website pulled up. What would you like me to do?
I
So
mean,
anyway, the rest of this
pull it up. I
whole
deleted it.
situation
So
here,
it's not in draft or
the rest of
anything
this
because I
whole
think that
situation, we
code
can
is gonna be
scroll
a
right to
man of
the
work.
end.
But
But
don't,
what
you know what I
we're
mean? You
doing
already know
here,
that
hold
all I
on,
gotta
what we're
do
doing
is,
here is basically Diva's showing them that everything was taken care of or whatnot, right? Okay, so we're going to go a little bit more into today. I'm going to go right to the end of this, and then we're going to talk about a few other things that we saw today. The link is definitely open at this time. If you guys don't have anything to say today on this link, please don't have anything to say tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. You know, obviously people, you know, could talk about content. That's cool. But this whole week stuff and we all bowed down. Don't you see that we were standing with binary? I'm kind of confused. That's what I really wanted to clear up in this live. It's very, very simple. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened after the refund was given today. Because that's very, very interesting. And unfortunately, we're not at a good space right now. We thought that this was all taken care of last night. Let's go right to the end, and then I'll tell you about today, and I'll tell you where we're at right now. Okay, so all right, we're just kind of council as a whole look weak and put us in a bad position. Look weak and put us that but I just wish that that made the council as I'm fake ass shit though. Actually being a part of the military. This is what I don't have a problem with Resto. I wish here's all right. I want you guys to hear this real quick. The last thing we're gonna listen to on this particular live. What's up, Soul Sister? What's up, my Jones? I'm not reading y'all's comments, so if you're haters, keep typing. It's cool. I mean, I'm trying to read your comments, but you know, if I highlight them and you're a hater, welcome. You know, thanks for your clicking a view. But let's listen to this part. I forgot what I said, but I'm definitely saying something about making the council look weak. That's what I just heard. So we're kind of listening to this together. All right, let's go. Here's what I wish Resto, especially being a part of the military. This is what I don't have a problem with Resto. I don't have any issues, no ill will, none of that. And I'm not going to say no fake ass shit like I wish you were the best in all of your endeavors and I'll pray for you. I'm not going to do any of those. But I just wish that that made the council as a whole look weak and put us in a bad position. You put us in a position where we couldn't give you a chance. So anyway, okay. So we're done with that. All right. Let's see. Here's top screen share. Okay, cool. So let's talk about today real quick, okay? And what happened after these demands and the acceptance of these demands. Okay, cool. So we were done. Everybody was like, all right, well, let's go on with our, our happy lives or whatever the case may be. I touched on it a little bit at the beginning of this live, but a lot of people weren't in here. Shout out to the 330 that are in here now. But let me say this. Okay. Binary woke up and had his live. And I'm not quite sure. His live was different than I've ever really seen him do a live. It was very somber. It wasn't like high energy. It was kind of like, what happened to me? Now, at that point, I don't know if he saw anything that happened. But please correct me. You were asked to do, damn, where did the refund come in? Hey, Binary, you're in here. Why did you start the refunds? I forgot. Or no. She refunded you to the $60 and said deals off. Why did that happen? What happened? I forget. examples of coercion. Like some of you guys in here, like talking about extortion and all that other stuff. Like you can. I mean, people can log off so fast. And extortion typically is, allowing somebody to do something, not stopping them from doing something. Letting the corner store continue to exist on the block. You know what I mean? That's extortion. But why did you get refunded? I forget. Nothing wrong with educating the people. And I get it. But sometimes when that stuff's in the chat, okay. Yeah, that's basically what Diva was saying, that he was dog whistling. So let me actually go to the Diva's community wall so we can kind of learn. Maybe we can learn from there. All right. So let's go to her community wall real quick. Binary, you said, oh, okay. You said she thought I was gonna come at her legally. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Now I don't even have to go to the community wall. Absolutely. Okay. So she heard your live and she said that you sounded like you were talking through, from a teleprompter, basically using like legal terms. I don't know exactly what you said. I looked at the live a little bit, but it was something along the lines of you don't want to be, you don't want to be pushed into something and you're looking out for your family's best interest. I don't know what it was, but then a troll came in. So basically after Binary's live, let's go to exactly what Diva said. Okay, this is after Binary's live. Okay, she said, let's see, I don't operate publicly. So she showed like let's see here, illegal activity, insinuate. Let's see here. Now Malik is vice president. Okay. So basically she like reversed the demands or whatever. I'm not going to look for the stuff. Just like, I'm an advocate of not boring the shit out of y'all looking at stupid stuff. So yeah, basically from Binary's live, she felt like he was, threatening legal action. So what she did was she refunded the $60. After she refunded the $60, she took away all of the agreements. She basically said that, which, listen, anything that has to do with the council that she took away, we're good. We're not going to change anything. I'm saying that now, if you guys feel differently, so be it. I can be outvoted in saying that, but we're not doing back and forth this and that because she said like Malik can go back to being the VP and this and that. I don't give a shit about any of that. But what I do care about is the fact that, Binary, I don't know how it could be worked out. I don't know exactly what happened to y'all. I don't know if you're in the inner circle, outer circle, if you, if you committed a sin against the trolls. I have no idea. But I need to know what you're going to do moving forward because obviously within her demands being reversed, she reposted the article. So she not only reposted the article, but she tagged just about every damn member of anything that had to do with Arizona educational boards and, principals and overseers or whatever the case may be. So basically we're back at square one, right? But obviously you can talk about Lemon, obviously, whatever. Also, I would like to know, Binary, are people correct? Hold on a second. Please highlight. Please, Envy, please highlight this question. Why do you think she refunded the money? I want to say no comment, but I'll say it like this. Okay. When people change their minds quickly like that, typically they've talked to somebody else for advice, right? I'm not saying Diva did this at all whatsoever, but when you make a bad decision, let's say that, I come to your house, I get drunk and I break your favorite card table. The first thing I'm going to do is when I'm driving my well, I'm not driving home. I don't drive drunk. Well, I don't even drink. So whatever. When I drive home, I'm gonna call somebody and be like, man, I think I really messed up. I broke this dude's table, this and that, whatever. If my friend says, you know what, you really should send him a note saying you're sorry, buy him a new table, whatever. I would change my mind based on what I was gonna do, based on advice. That's why. I know that was a long ass answer, but I'm trying to give you the answer that makes the most sense based on what I think you're asking me. So okay, the money got refunded. Okay, good. You got the money. Now, did you send Jay Wilson $50 saying something along the lines of, appreciate, I don't think you said appreciate your support or whatever, but you said, let's see, I wrote it down somewhere, but it's not near me, so who gives a shit? Did you send Jay Wilson $50 after he sent you the dollar back? That would be something that I would like to know. And then also, Binary, how do you plan to move forward now that everything is basically reversed? That's something I want to know as well, because obviously there's a lot of talk about you stepping away from social media, whatever, not doing so much. Okay, so let me start highlighting comments. I'm going to start interacting with you all real quick. You hear the questions I'm asking Binary. If y'all can assist with me, that'd be great. Why keep the money if the deal isn't going to function anymore? In other words, standing on business. Just my opinion, though. No envy said he's under attack. Oh, whoa. I said thank you for refunding the money because I'm under attack. Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. Wow. Okay, now you said because you're under attack, you said that to Jay Wilson, right? Okay. So okay, Binary, where did thank you for refunding the money because I'm under attack, where did the under attack part come from, and why was it communicated with Jay Wilson?